Hello everyone, and today's topic for discussion is the Soviet air superiority. The fighter jet that has been claimed to fly for 100 years and been operated in 33 countries. You must have already guessed that it is Mikoyan MiG-21 that has been put in production in 1953, and it is actually still used nowadays in several nations. So let's try to understand now why this fighter jet has become so great and so useful and so widely made and operated, even though it has been made more than 70 years ago. So first of all, I would like to mention that MiG-21 is a highly powerful jet, literally because it's a huge engine with a cockpit stuffed into it. What is more, it's a single-engine jet whose predecessors were MiG-17 and MiG-19, which had been participating in Korean War and Vietnam War. Next point is MiG-21 is built in extremely simple way, and it's extremely simple to operate, but at the same time it can reach speeds up to Mark II, which has actually at that time made this jet really unique, because Mark II it is really fast for a Soviet fighter jet. And of course I shouldn't forget to mention that MiG-21 can carry 2 to 6 missiles. So MiG-21 is used not only for air attack and defense role, but also it's a strategic bomber, and what is more, it can be used for ground attack. What is more, it can also carry different rockets and bombs, and actually even nukes, because obviously it has made in times of Cold War. And it also didn't need room for radars, and that's why it had to largely keep its way down and make this jet also highly maneuverable. So as we all widely know, the jet has been produced from 1953 to 1985, which is a lot of time for a fighter jet. It has been sold to really many countries which were allies of Soviet Union and right now are allies of Russia, mostly because MiG-21 is cheap, rugged, and really reliable. And what is more, MiG-21 is highly suitable to work with ground coordination of forces. Obviously, it couldn't be without disadvantages, so MiG-21 has lacked all these technological revolutions which we have nowadays, but this problem has also been partly solved because there were newer versions, obviously, of MiG-21, and some of them operated advanced avionics flight deck. This obviously allowed MiG-21 to compete even with third-generation fighters. Right now, I would also like to mention that no other fighter jet has been so widely produced other than F-16 Falcon. Literally 5,000 pieces were put in military service, and right now MiG-21 is operated in 33 countries. Right now, let's talk about MiG-21 main battle strategy. Basically, it was quite a guerrilla one. So MiG-21 involved high ambushes and very hasty retreats, which basically means MiG-21 would fast ambush the enemy aircraft and very fast speed off, so no one can catch it. The sense of MiG-21 was not to be highly technological or have some advanced features that no one had before, but actually of outmaneuvering and outrushing all the enemies. So MiG-21 wouldn't just engage in dogfights, but literally escape until no one could have caught it, and it was really successful. So this guerrilla tactic was perfected in Vietnam War, and that basically became kind of branding of MiG-21. MiG-21 really lacked advanced avionics, but as I have already told, there was no particular need in them because it featured raw speed and perfect, excellent maneuverability, which really made MiG-21 quite unique and usable all around the world. MiG-21 also features 30mm cannon, which makes it perfect for short-range missiles, and what is more, it can compete with F-4C Phantom operated by USA. An interesting fact is that even nowadays planes still cannot surpass MiG-21 in terms of speed. So despite all the advanced technologies that they have, they still cannot outmaneuver and outrush MiG-21. But I think we all are starting to understand that in nowadays modern battlefield, speed isn't really the crucial point, so new fighter jets don't actually have to be fast. That's why MiG-21 nowadays is mostly used for defense role, which it is actually ideal for. What is more important to mention, if F-16 isn't going to last for very long, MiG-21 can become the oldest fighter jet flying. Quite an interesting story connected to MiG-21 is the Chinese have decided once to reverse engineer MiG-21, and they have acquired all technical data and also blueprints in order to produce their own version, which they have later on called Chengdu J7, also famous as F7. They have produced 2,400 of these in 1966. And what is more, obviously, many countries were trying to remake MiG-21 or invent it somehow, and also many countries were receiving MiG-21s from Soviet Union, and that's basically what made this jet so famous. So there were hundreds of versions of MiG-21 made all around the globe, and right now we have this iconic immortal MiG-21 which actually was made to replace MiG-21, but it still did not, but still it's quite an amazing and really interesting aircraft. So to sum up all I've said today, MiG-21 is just immortal and amazing for its speed and for its agility and reliability, which is most importantly, and that's why I believe it is so popular, at least among developing countries, because what I think is these guys don't really need to show all the world what kind of technology they have, but they do need something that works, and it works and lasts for really long, and the MiG-21 does fulfill this task, and it is actually perfect for it. So I hope you really like the story, and if you maybe knew something more about MiG-21 or some other Russian creations, we would actually like to listen to you below in our comments, and we are waiting to see you later.